There's probably nothing more important than what I will talk about in this video, and I definitely should talk about it more. The reason why I don't talk about it so often is partly the curse of knowledge, because it's normal to me in a way, so I take it for granted, um, and I don't talk about it enough, even though it would help you in your life probably more than anything. And I know that because even when I hear about it again, it helps me in my life. So just because we know something doesn't mean that we are aware of it. And if we have some knowledge but we are not aware of it, it doesn't really help us. So what is it? It has to do with the question, the very deep question: who am I? Who are we? And I'm making this video today because this morning I read a little bit in the book The Untethered Soul, which reminds me a lot of The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And this book has really changed my life. But yeah, I don't talk about it that often because I read the book, I don't know, 5 years ago or even longer. So why is this question, who am I, so important to reflect on? Because we always have problems. Did you ever notice that? You always think about stuff that is not good as it is. Things that are bad about you, about other people, about the circumstance. And this makes up almost all your problems. So there's a link between who we think we are and the problems we have. Because what we all want is a life with less problems, right? Where we feel more happy and fulfilled and peaceful and content. And we think we can get there by solving our problems. But have you ever noticed that the problems never stop? There's always more problems, right? So the solution that we all kind of go for is not a solution. It's not the solution to solve all the external problems that we see. So who are you? Who am I? Well, I could say I'm Jan Trautwein, but that's just a label. Like someone, my parents, gave this name to me. But if they gave it to me, I was there before I got the name, correct? So I cannot be my name. Well, I could say, well, I'm born in Stuttgart in Germany. I went to this school, I studied physics. But that's not me. This is stuff that I experienced. If I hadn't studied physics, I would still be me, right? I could be a lawyer now instead of a coach. I could be living somewhere else. I could have grown up somewhere else. My parents could have born me in a different country. So that's not me. Every time there's me and then there is an object. I'm not the object. And as soon as there's a subject-object relationship, we're not the object. Does that make sense? So when we say, I have a body, well, I cannot be my body then, because I have it, right? But what's that I? Where is that I? It's somewhere inside of us. It's nothing external. It's something inside of us. Now, it was life-changing for me to first realize that I can have different thoughts, and therefore I cannot be my thoughts, right? If I, the subject, have a thought, the object, I cannot be that object, because there's a subject-object relationship. So if I'm not my thoughts, then who am I? I'm, like Eckhart Tolle is saying, the witness. I am the one who observes, witnesses the thoughts and the feelings and all the things around me. So, and that witness, what is that? It's consciousness, it's awareness. So, can you see that all the problems that we think we have, those are not problems that I as consciousness, as awareness have. Those are problems that my egoic mind has, my character, the identity. Jan the coach who wants to be successful has a problem if he doesn't earn as much money as he wants. This is not a problem of the consciousness that I truly am. And this is why this video, this topic is so important. And I know some of you know this already, but just as myself, we're not aware of it all the time. Otherwise, you wouldn't have all the problems that you have currently. So see this video as a reminder. Sometimes when I have a coaching session and a client comes and presents a problem, and then at the end of the session, this problem doesn't exist anymore. It is not because we have solved it. It's because the client has now a different awareness where this problem doesn't exist. I give you an example. I'm so stressed because the economy is shit. We're going through a recession. It stresses me out so much. What can I do to change that? To I don't know, change the whole world or make more money? If we come in like that, then yeah, it's a big problem and difficult to solve. But if we then realize that this is not causing any stress, it's your thinking that causes the stress, then all of a sudden the problem shifts. What has been seen as a problem before is not a problem anymore. You could even say there's no problem at all. Because the moment you become aware of your thoughts and your emotions that are created by those thoughts, you bring some distance between you, the awareness, the consciousness, and your thinking and your emotions. Also, have you ever noticed that there are moments where you don't think? This could be during sex, a doing sports, during any activity that really during deep meditation, of course, that takes you away from this endless chatter in your mind. So you can be aware you can still exist even without any thoughts. So you cannot be your thinking. Yeah. You know, it's a simple concept, and for me at least, it's quite easy to validate it for myself. Because the way we understand consciousness is really through direct experience. Consciousness is different from physical objects where we can use science and do some experiments and measure, and we can read about it in the paper. If we want to find out who we are, then we have to have those insights and realizations. Just reading about it, you know, doesn't help so much. So the way you explore who you are is by paying attention of what's going on inside of you. Maybe you've never heard about that before. Maybe you're watching this right now and it resonates deeply inside of you. You sense the truth that's here. Or you have read some spiritual books and you've heard it before. But then take this as a reminder. And the way this will hopefully impact your life, hearing those words, reflecting, contemplating on your own, just seeing, going back into this seat of consciousness, becoming the witness again, the effect it will have on your life is things will be a little bit less stressful. You will be less anxious. You will just feel a little bit more peaceful and content. So maybe it doesn't solve all your problems because you're now all the time 100% aware that you are the consciousness, the awareness, and not your identity, your clothes, your status, your body. So maybe it doesn't take away all your problems, but notice if today, as you pay more attention on what's really happening, and you increase your awareness of your thoughts and your emotions throughout the day, notice if you maybe just feel a little bit better, a little bit more peaceful. All right, that's it for this video. Let me know if it did impact you in any way, in a positive way or in a negative, maybe, who knows. And let me know if you want to hear me speak more about those core questions, or this core question of who am I? Yeah, because I noticed it helps me to just get reminded, take more of my awareness to look at that again, to look at that core question instead of getting lost in the outside world and all the problems that I think I have. All right, that's it. Peace.